But yeah, no, I get it. I get why, because this caught me off guard on the first listen. This is not what I was really expecting, especially after Scaring the Hoes. I thought this was going to be another crazy ass atrocity exhibition kind of project. But when I clicked play, it reminded me of old.
You're out here talking crazy, bro. Nobody believes you right now. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're saying all this. What I think I saw a comment that said because I didn't watch the show, but they were like, bro, we all saw you on the reality TV show.
We did. You are now watching another episode of The Rundown, where we go over weekly topics relatively quickly. You know what I'm saying? Some of the hottest things that happen in hip hop. And today I got the entire crew with me. So without wasting any of your time, we're going to start off with somebody in the South, Houston, Texas, to be exact. Sauce Walka just came out with a freestyle over Johnny P's Caddy, and he calls it Sanchi P's Maybach. And in Sanchi P's Maybach, he basically says that, you know, he would like a J. Cole verse. And on social media, it's been going a little bit crazy saying, hey, did Sauce Walka go bar for bar with J. Cole's verse on the original Johnny P's Caddy, which is Benny the Butcher song featuring J. Cole? Another question for y'all. Do y'all want to see a J. Cole collab on a ghetto gospel joint for Sauce Walka?
Because when Sauce Walka kind of calling him out, like I want
that
J. Cole
verse.
smoke. So J. Cole been lighting shit up on the feature. So it's like, Sauce Walka, you better bring it if you want that J. Cole feature. But y'all would like to see him on Ghetto Gospel 3. I think that'll be definitely
what
a
is
different...
it, 4? No, it'll be 4.
4, I'm sorry, yeah. Ghetto Gospel 4. It'll be definitely a different feature based off, you know, the previous artists that he worked with on there. So that'll be dope. I think that'll be dope.
And how did you overall feel about Sanchi P's Maybach?
Shit, I love that shit. I mean, this is the best version of Sauce Walka. This is the Sauce Walka I wish that like we introduced to Myke. Like
I agree.
when we reviewed that project. I'm like, as I was saying in the review, I'm like, Ghetto Gospel Sauce Walka is the Sauce Walka that I enjoy the most. So yeah, I fucking love this joint.
That's what's up. What about Too Modest?
Yeah, B sent it to me a couple days ago. I didn't know. I didn't realize he had dropped something. But yeah, man, he's right. This is the best version of Sauce Walka. You know, I can respect the other stuff that he's doing, but yeah, man, when he's talking about like street shit with a message, like it's just different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just real different.
And he rap with more passion too.
Did you play this last night?
Yep. This is what I was
Who was saying? Who was telling him to stop yelling?
Jalen, the youngin.
That shit was funny, but no, this was good. J. Cole on Sauce Walka, you know, I think I'm more with Rod. I'd be interested in hearing him, collab with a few different artists. I don't know who they are, but J. Cole will be one. I think that was sound good to go.
That's what's up. What about you, Myke? Because I know your introduction was the last project that we did to Sauce. I know we definitely played a couple of Ghetto Gospel 3 joints to just be like, hey, look, I know what you heard versus, the things that we love, and this is more in line with the things that we love. So how did you feel about this joint? Do you feel that he could go bar for bar with J. Cole, and would you like to see a J. Cole feature?
Yeah, I'm up on Sauce now. I definitely went back and did my research, and he's ill, and this track is super ill. Do I think he can go bar for bar? Yeah. I think at this point, I think he's one of those kind of rappers that's very unsung. And at some point, a lot of other folks like me will catch on. Sidebar, I did see a lot of people on social media taking this negatively, like he was being kind of disrespectful towards J. Cole. I didn't take that at all.
Not at all.
Me neither.
It sounded more of a friendly competition. Let's get on the track and work. So I wish social media would stop beefing things up like this. But I think that track was dope, and I would love to see him and J. Cole right now, because J. Cole has been a feature killer. And yeah, man, I think it would be really, really, really bar heavy.
Yes. J. Cole's been on his feature run. We ranked the J. Cole features. You know what I'm saying? So go back and check the videos, man. Look, we dropping content. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, we dropping content like T.I. wanted to drop King. So if you didn't know, this past hey, thank you, sir. I do what I do. This past Sunday, T.I. was pretty much commissioned to open up for the Atlanta Falcons. So he was, T.I.
They was doing like a celebration.
He was doing
all
a celebration.
The Atlanta artists was there.
Ludacris
like
was there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Killer
a lot
Mike
of hip hop.
was there. Yeah.
Killer Mike. You know
Big
what I'm saying?
Boy.
Bone Crusher.
Yeah, Bone Crusher.
You know
Big
what
Boy
I'm
was
saying?
there. Yeah.
So it was super dope. T.I. was on the field. So obviously you're gonna treat the proclaimed king of the South with utmost respect. He had a suite, had family there, had the entourage there and things of that nature. And for some reason, King decided to go on live and had somewhat altercation with his parents.
Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
You know, his parents were basically describing like, hey, bro, like you didn't live that life. Like, you know, did you ever wake up with a cockroach in your ear or on your face or anything like that? Nah, you had a silver spoon. At that point in time, King decided like to just kind of go off and say, nah, I stand on business. You know, I was always at my grandma's house, this, that, and the third. And it got a little physical between King and T.I. And T.I. was saying, hey, bro.
Snatched his ass up.
He did.
Can't do shit with me.
You can't do shit with
me expeditiously and prototypically.
So basically, T.I. would say, hey, man, you know, you embarrassing the family. King would say, man, you know, you drop me anywhere, I stand on business. How do y'all feel? Because, you know, obviously his parents came from very humble beginnings, worked their asses off to be where they are in the entertainment industry. And we all saw the family hustle. T.I. got a big ass house, dog. Like you didn't grow up in the hood. Were family members there? Of course. But you had every opportunity to do whatever you wanted in this world. So how did y'all feel? How did y'all react into the whole King and T.I. situation?
I was surprised he was calling T.I. a nigga so much. I was like, I don't think I wouldn't dare say that. Like the way he was talking to him, I'm like, I wouldn't dare. That shit wouldn't fly with my dad. I would be
Get snatched
under
up.
the ground quick, bro. Like, yeah. But I mean, you know, I was distracted by his teeth. I was just distracted by his teeth. I'm gonna be honest.
Did you see that?
This man got the BBL of veneers, bro. That shit was fucking huge, bro. So the teeth was distracting me. It was just distracting me. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm just like, yeah, just ghetto ass family arguing on live. That's how I took it.
So he just basically was just being disrespectful to his parents and going on live. What was the most disrespectful thing he said?
His mom said, look, you were born with a silver spoon. He said, nah, I ain't never had no silver spoon. I always did what I wanted to do. I was in the hood and this, that, and the third. And he was saying that his dad was capping. Like,
It was the way he was talking.
It was the way the tone and his
It sounded
he
like
was just
talking to
aggressive.
some other ass,
yeah, to
you know,
a regular ass nigga,
Yeah.
not to your dad that gave you everything in life.
Real quick, is also the reason T.I. jacked him up because he was like pushed off on time.
I couldn't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
couldn't
'cause
see that.
I
bro.
read the same thing.
Yeah, because of the phone. The phone was kind of down low,
Yeah, I
like
couldn't-
by his thigh,
Yeah.
and you could just see like a up like this. And Tiny got in his face and wasn't aggressive. Was like, hey, you know your dad's just joking, trying to de-escalate the situation. And he got
He was
physical.
already mad, so
he was
kinda
already
like-
mad, so he kind of get off me, mom, type of thing. And you know,
okay, yeah.
yeah,
That's
you know,
T.I.
as the
that's-
husband,
yeah.
hell nah, bro. Like, hey, nigga, I'll take you out, but I chose my wife. You came along, motherfucker.
I appreciate that tidbit. Yeah, because like I jack Dom ass up.
Oh, 100%.
Like because he plays with me rough. And so he transfers it to his mom and his sisters. I'm like, look, you can't play with them like that. So sometimes I have to jack, like, look, you only play with me like that. Don't do that. You know, these are, you know, don't do that. He might push me back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, even with my toddler, I don't stand for that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so yeah, I definitely get that. So yeah, that's crazy.
So I know you will yoke up real quick.
Yeah. I mean, shit, yeah, of course. I mean, you sometimes you have to, of course,
Yeah.
with boys. But in this particular situation, I mean, he was, you know, King is what? King's pretty old right now, right?
Yeah,
he's
early 20s.
So he's
He
an
is?
adult.
Damn. I thought he was like 17.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, so
I would say like 18 to 22.
Yeah, so he, you know, at this point, you're a man, bro, and you know you got out of pocket, and you know you're supposed to respect your mom, and you know I feel him on the embarrassing the family part. Like you're out here talking crazy, bro. Nobody believes you right now. Like that's the thing. Like you're saying all this. What I think I saw a comment say because I didn't watch the show, but they were like, bro, we all saw you on the reality TV show.
We did.
We know what you are. Like. At least what we saw on the TV show. So, you know, what you did after that, like, what are you going to go do? That was embarrassing. I hate that even happened to them, but I felt like T.I. did the same thing. And if that happened in my household, then yeah, I'll do the same thing. You got to stay in lane.
King is 19 years old.
19 to yeah.
Old
Right
enough.
on there. Yeah, old
That's
enough.
that big ass teeth.
Yeah, man, bro, like
Bruh,
this whole...
He got them schoolhouse rock teeth.
Bro, I'm telling you. That shit was distracting me the whole
But
time.
good for him, man. Good for him. I wish I had nice teeth like that.
You gonna yoke a little nigga up if you had to?
Absolutely. But I'm more so just stuck on like, what's wrong with having a silver spoon, man? If your parents gave you that and they had the means to give you that,
Nothing wrong with
then
that.
just
bro.
accept it. Why are we so obsessed with being like hard
In the
and
gutter.
poor?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. We've all been poor at some, well, maybe not B, but the rest of us been poor at some point.
Damn.
You was in Detroit, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody take care of each other in Detroit.
Our neighborhood kind of did, yeah.
Yeah. See, like I wasn't shit poor, but I was
Right,
definitely wanting some shit sometimes. It's not fun. Only people that were never poor think being poor is cool. If you have money, be happy with having money.
Right. Be happy with having access to shit that
we didn't have.
Yeah.
Nobody that's poor would ever look at a rich person and be like, damn, I got it better than you. Like, come on, man. That's the only part that stuck out to me is like, you're mad at your family. And I get it. He probably gets picked on at school. They probably disrespect him. They call him rich boy. You're not hard, et cetera, et cetera. If that was me, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not hard. I have money.
It's hard to do that because I knew like
Not when you're at private school, it's not.
yeah, but they see I knew people that wasn't at private school. It was just one guy. Really.
I'm talking about him.
Yeah. But it's hard to sell that. Oh yeah, I'm rich. Whatever. You just gonna get your ass beat even more.
Sure, you're right. You're right. If you're at regular school,
Yeah,
I didn't watch the show. I just assume that he probably didn't go to like regular ass public school. I just assume. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's not a big deal.
did it.
But if he went to like a private school, what are we arguing about here? Like if you're at this school, we all have money. So why are you trying to act harder than me? I have bodyguards just like you do.
Right.
So now it's going to be, can our bodyguards beat each other up?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not fighting if I'm rich.
Part of it is all of his children have, went into the entertainment industry, and King wants to portray, a very persona like his
But
dad.
it's too
too.
late.
Nobody's
isn't
gonna
it?
believe that, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's too
I
late.
feel
It's
you.
not gonna work.
I understand.
He has to know
100%. He don't, but his older brother does. The money. He has a rap song out, and the way his approach and his image as a rapper isn't like I'm this tough guy from the hood. It's just who he is as a person, and I feel like that is the misconception in hip hop, and we see it right here. In front of our face, where dad has the tough guy persona because he was really from the streets. The kid grows up and sees that, wants that, but it's like, that's not who you are.
But even T.I. left that alone at this point.
He has.
He's grown. He's more funny than scary these days.
Yeah.
So it's like he worked to get you to this point. You don't have to worry about being hard.
You think it's because he idolized his dad and admired his dad and kind of would like to emulate that? to
I
a
think
degree?
he's just doing what all rich kids do these days. Like, if you look at all of these folks that like rich kids don't rap about being rich. They rap about what the shit is popular right now, which
struggle,
is the
street,
struggle, poor,
selling dope,
shooting
taking
this,
dope.
killing this
Yep.
guy, fighting this guy. And I know we sound like old men yelling at the cloud. That's fine, but it's just like, man, I don't care to hear some rich kid pretending to be hard and poor. You can still be hard and rich, like.
Yeah.
You can be plenty rich and can't nobody try you.
Yep.
Styles P got plenty of money.
Yep.
I'm not going to New York and stepping on his Timbs. I'm
Not
not.
at
All of this, like, you put me in any hood, I stand on business. Okay, but what business is it?
Yeah, well,
It's your parents built the business.
Exactly. But somebody that had to literally get it out the mud and build his business, but now they're trying to take him down is Young Thug. So we're staying in Atlanta. The trial has finally commenced after 10 months of jury selection. The trial is underway. His attorney, Brian Steele, started off his opening monologue, and I thought it was a little interesting. A couple of the things that he decided.
That motherfucker working for his.
He is. He said, "What was
working?
Hey, how much was the check?
Bro.
All right, man, I got you, my guy."
Perry Mason in these hoes, bro.
He's trying. So one of the things that caught me by surprise was when he was explaining what Thug meant in Young Thug, and I thought I was like, okay, I never knew this.
Rod's gonna love this one.
He is. So Thug stands for truly humbled under God.
That's fucked up, man. Why you trying to get Thug in jail,
Hey,
bro?
man.
Why you
You didn't see
laughing?
that shit? You didn't see that shit? You didn't hear about that shit, bro?
I did.
That shit was everywhere, bro.
Man.
I ain't seen that shit.
That lawyer.
What?
And then, of course, everybody on social media was like coming up with their own acronyms
Yep.
for like
Oh
that
my
shit was
God.
also his attorney says that he did not invent the word slime, that came from his idol Lil Wayne. And the other part,
That's true, I'm sure. Right?
yeah, I heard Lil Wayne say slime way before Young Thug.
That's a gang term, isn't it?
Is it?
I thought it was all. You know what?
Yeah.
They gonna pull the Dilla hip hop tape.
Never mind.
Like
Like another thing too that his lawyer talked about was where the name YSL came from. And it was just saying that they obviously like the luxury brand Yves Saint Laurent, and that's where essentially the name came from.
Working,
Is that not true? What does the YSL mean?
Never
Never mind. Damn, asking dumb
what
questions.
he said it means, bro.
I'm asking dumb questions.
Saint Laurent, whatever.
You
that
left
shit
out
is.
the P.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Hey man,
The P is the best part to me. He said pushing positivity. He said that's what the P is.
No. So there are, so obviously they're using social media and they're using Young Thug's lyrics to go fight against him. And allegedly he was throwing down a blood gang sign. And his lawyer said that wasn't the gang sign for Bloods, that was P for pushing
positivity.
Yeah. What's
The
that artist?
song
Gunna
with
song.
Gunna.
For Gunna song
Pushing
Pushing P.
P. Yeah.
Which maybe it is. I don't know.
It could be.
Bro, that's a
could be
good
anything.
flip, bro.
That
or
is-
the truth.
Because I've
is
never
the
heard what
truth.
P
Yeah,
is.
it's the truth.
Nah,
That is the truth.
So I think that's
That
the
is
beautiful.
not a gang sign. That is pushing positivity.
So I think the beautiful thing
What's
about that
going on,
Gunna
B?
song is that Push and P can be applied to a lot of different things.
Yeah,
It can be applied to being player, being pimp, being positive, being whatever you want to apply it to. And sometimes hip hop is made in that fashion. And when you say you pushing
Triple
P,
and quadruple entendres.
quintuple entendre, like whatever the fuck you want it to
Right.
mean. So I think that was the dope thing about that. And hey, the lawyer said I got some bars. I'm gonna flip this shit
Man,
on
Matlock going to work.
obviously the memes and everything is funny, but it was 10 months and we're finally here at trial. They're using the likeness and social media and his lyrics against him. And, it just, at this point, obviously it's early in the trial. And we could try to, kind of get a feel for where it's going. I'm interested to see. I don't think that it's starting off in a good way for Young Thug.
Free Young Thug, man. Free Young Thug.
Somebody that they probably not gonna free, but he is getting released from a lot of different positions. Is Diddy, Mr. Take That?
Damn.
Now
they taking it back.
Now they taking it back. They taking it all back. So I don't know if you guys have seen or not, but first and foremost, he has stepped down as the chairman of Revolt TV. So that just happened in the recent days, like a day or so ago. But I thought this one was a little bit more hits closer to home because, especially when you're in that tax bracket, you donate a lot of time. You donate, maybe not a lot of time, but you definitely donate a lot of money to get your name on certain things of that nature.
Right.
And Capital Preparatory Schools is a charter school, announces the end of their partnership with Diddy. Diddy is starting to lose endorsements on Is the Mic Still On? I talked about how Macy's has severed their 20-year relationship with Diddy.
Really?
Yes, so Sean John is no longer being sold at Macy's. So he's losing Sean John. He's now stepping down as the chairman of Revolt. And also, Capital Preparatory School, charter schools are now ending their relationship with Diddy. So do you feel that this is just the beginning for Diddy's free fall?
Diddy better move to Bali.
Or is he, you said what?
He better move to Bali. That country that Russell Simmons went to or whatever. Bali? Yeah.
Bali.
Yeah, he better move there.
I'm going to the gym.
I know, right? he better move there.
Is this just the beginning of Diddy's free fall, or do you think that he can kind of slow
this
things down?
is just the beginning, I believe. Stepping Down for Revolt was a company he,
Yeah, that was his
founded.
baby.
That's
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
move, man. It feels like it's more serious now for him to sever his ties with that, so they can run clean, as clean as possible. And always be associated with them, so they're gonna have some work to do there. But I felt like that was the one that really caught my attention more than the preparatory thing, because I didn't even know he was associated with him.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But I know he associated with Revolt.
That's
So
that's
that was
his
some
baby.
pressure
Yeah.
applied to get
Yeah.
him to step down.
Yeah.
You think it was pressure or just proactivity of like,
That's pressure,
let me
bro.
remove myself? Proactivity?
I'm with you.
Oh, you think so too?
Absolutely, because this is the smartest thing he could do as a businessman. Stepping away from this company, because he didn't say he gave up all his shares. He's still an owner. He's just stepping down as the chairman. So all that means is he's not the face of Revolt anymore. That means Revolt can survive and he can still keep making money.
Yeah, they said he wasn't active in the day-to-day type stuff. So he's kind of like a figurehead.
Right.
So maybe all right, but I don't know.
You think it's the start of something that's getting bigger, Ken?
Yeah, it feels like it.
It feels like it's over to me. Because it's like Revolt was the last thing he really had, right? Like, what else is he? I mean, he has the vodka thing, but I don't think people really care about that.
And he switched. He no longer endorses Ciroc. It's another liquor brand. It's a cognac brand. I cannot, me and names.
But the fact that you can't remember the name, I think.
But that's a FIFO thing. That's a FIFO thing.
Sure.
That's a FIFO thing.
He'll still make money. He's not going to ruin his own company, and it's a big grand gesture. So, I think this is probably it. I don't know what else they can do to him at this point besides put him in jail. And I don't think he's going to go to jail.
Yeah. Well, more accusations obviously tarnish the image of Diddy.
Right.
I think more lawsuits obviously is going to hurt his pockets even further.
Well, they can't do any more lawsuits because that's over.
So that's over.
Well, as far as I read, the deadline is done. So I don't think any more lawsuits can come after
out of the state of New York. So I'm pretty sure he could probably be sued out of
LA
other states and cities and counties.
Is there no statute of limitations in other places?
I'm not sure. I'm not an attorney, and I'm pretty sure that all of those counties, cities, and states have different rules.
Yeah.
So, if it happened in one of those places, then obviously they would have to get a lawyer and attorney to kind
Pretty
of
sure the only
navigate
thing
that.
that doesn't have a statute of limitations is murder. I think everything else does. That's probably it. I mean, what else does he need? Is there even if there's 10 more women, there's already 3. I mean, another 10 is not going to make or break him.
Not from the tarnishment perspective.
That's what I mean. Right.
Yeah, I think it's tarnished. I think this tarnish can at some point.
You think so?
What? At some point kind of be removed? Or be at the point where I think what's going to happen with Diddy is that he's no longer going to be mentioned at the forefront of hip hop. And I'm not saying that he is even now, but he's still
He's talked about
somewhat relevant.
Yeah,
right.
he's-
I think his relevancy drops. I think he loses some money in the process. I think he loses endorsement deals in the process, as he already has, and he will continue to. But does he survive this? I have a feeling that, like Myke, I don't think he goes to jail. I think he survives it, but it'll be a different Diddy at the end of it.
He survives it, but he's dead quiet.
Yes.
I don't think we're going to see Diddy on TV.
I think he's gonna lay up. I think
He's
he's
just
gonna
gonna
lay
lay
low for
low.
a minute.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna lay low for a good minute.
I think it's it. I don't see him coming back from this. That's what I'm saying. As far as surviving, I just mean that he's not going to go to jail.
Yeah,
But as far as his career,
You think that's
I think
he's
that's
finished. He's
probably
finished.
done. But you know what? I said the same thing when Chris Brown beat Rihanna's ass.
The type of artist that he is, it's not like he was somebody that wrote his own lyrics and stuff like that. He's a collaborator. And I think that for right now, we talked about that R&B album, how good it was. He collaborated with a lot of people. I definitely think he'll lay low for a very long time. And if that happens again, maybe down the road. But I definitely think Diddy is a smart businessman. And I think the best way for him to navigate these murky waters at the time is to lay low as possible, to remove yourself as the figurehead of a lot of these public companies that he's involved with, and just pay the people to be quiet, handle your legalities, and just chill. I think financially he'll be okay, but he'll be
he's
even if he's
fine.
rich broke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's gonna be rich, bro.
Right.
Like he's beyond that point of like you go back down to zero. Like his bank account never gonna look like what mine look like right now.
You definitely need to stop those collaborations he doing, bro. 'Cause that shit ain't.
That was another episode of The Rundown. We started off with Sauce Walka, somewhat, sort of, kind of calling out J. Cole, but it's more of a, hey, you're dope, I'm dope, let's make some dope music. Ghetto Gospel 4, I'm pretty sure, is on the way. We talked about T.I. versus The Family. We also talked about Young Thug. What did Thug stand for?
Truly humble under
Under
God.
God. You know what I'm saying?
We can't say he's lying, shit.
Yeah, we can't say he's lying. So, Young Thug,
I'm not.
he's truly humbled. And we finish it off.
Didn't Pac have a positive spin on Thug
He
Life?
did. I don't know
Yeah.
what it was, though.
And we finished it up with Diddy. The free fall has started. So we are not sure where Diddy may land. But how do you guys feel? You already know the comment section is the conversation after the conversation. How do you guys feel about the topics this week? And we will catch you in not next week, but the week after. We out. Peace.